Okay, so let me share my screen here and we will get into it. All right, we can see that we created up here our Asia high. Right, I have a 15-minute, first of all, I have a 15-minute time frame pulled up on the right on NQ. Over here is a daily on ES, but I got ES on the left. So here on the 15-minute, we have that Asia high over here at 11:30 p.m. and I have my Asia low over here at 7 p.m. Okay, so far we've only taken Asia low, but the next thing I'm going to do is look for our London high and London low as we do every day. All right, so I'm looking from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern. All right, this looks here like this is our London low right or London high right here at, oh no, it's not. That's 1:30. Right here at 3:15 a.m. That would be our London high right there. That would be our London high, and then our London low. Looks like it's at 2 a.m. here. 2 a.m. Yeah, we did get awfully close to 750, 18,750. Yeah, we got pretty close there. So yeah, there's our London high. We can see we formed it. We took out London high and dropped. We never took out our Asia high. But we now have taken out London low and Asia low. And if we look at a daily time frame, we obviously yesterday hit all-time highs again. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy day. We were able to capitalize on a lot of it. But you can see we haven't displaced those all-time highs, right? We came up and wicked above, and now we're seeing that drop right now. A little bit of a drop in the market. In terms of news, we had our unemployment claims at 5:30 Pacific or 8:30 Eastern, and we had a few other things, some orange folder, yellow folder news events as well. And then at 6:15 we had another orange folder, yellow folder event. And then at, let's see, 7 a.m. Pacific, we're going to have some more news coming out at 7:30, at 9. So we got a lot of, it's more speakers for the rest of the day that we're going to have to look out for, but it's yellow folder stuff. It's low impact for the most part. So I'm not too worried about that news, but we can see here on the daily how we wicked above so far, and we have come back down after taking out those all-time highs. Let's look at a 4-hour time frame. We can see our 4-hour obviously displaced those highs. Oh, I forgot to delete our London low down. Oh, never mind. So we can see that obviously yesterday we had that crazy pump. We have this 4-hour bullish imbalance below that we are heading down to right now. Okay, 4-hour bullish imbalance below. So that 4-hour busy. So we'll see if we do end up coming down into this imbalance. We have a few of them on the 1-hour, right, overlapping. And yeah, obviously we've got a bunch of imbalances on the 15-minute. So right now, my mindset here is just kind of being very patient. I would still expect NQ to pump today. I would still expect NQ to be long because we are at all-time highs, right? But so far at market open and previously to market open, we've seen a pretty good drop on NQ. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of react to this market like I always talk about. When we're at all-time highs, I always expect price to continue to the longs, right? When we're at all-time highs, I always expect price to continue until we really see that reversal pattern forming, which we do kind of have a reversal pattern up here at the top, right, with our high, our low, and our high up here, sweeping that liquidity and then dropping. So we do have that typical reversal pattern up at the highs. So, we could see us try to come down and rebalance some of our imbalances from yesterday, but overall, I expect this to be a fake out move, and I expect the longs to still step in today on NQ, just because we are at all-time highs. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. We can obviously see this looks like a fake out move here. yeah, I still think longs are going to step in. And if they don't, then I'll react otherwise. What's up, Shosky? Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Let's check out our Asia high, Asia low over here on ES. Over here on ES, we can see up here that's our Asia high at the all-time highs there on ES. We obviously didn't sweep that all-time high. And then looking for our Asia low, we can see at 7 a.m. that would be our Asia low there, or 7 p.m. excuse me. 7 p.m. is our Asia low. Okay, so we've taken out Asia low on ES as well. Then looking for London highs. Looks like we have our London high right here, which we also took out before the drop. And then our London low, it looks like it is right down here at 415, which we have also taken out. Okay, so to me right now, this looks like this could be setting up that power of 3, right, on the 15-minute. It looks like accumulation, manipulation down, and that we're going to pump right back up to the all-time highs. That's kind of what market structure is telling me right now. So I'm kind of just waiting to see, get that confirmation that those longs are going to step back in, after this strong retracement move and continue. And, when it comes to all-time highs, if these longs are going to step in, if we are going to see a continuation of that bullish move that we had yesterday, remember, we don't have any resistance levels up top, right? So there's nothing to base our trades off of up top. So in terms of taking profit and everything, that's when I kind of just go based off of my risk to reward. I'm kind of just looking for, like 2-to-1, 3-to-1 setups, to where I'm not gonna take profit until those hit, right? Until those hit, there's no levels up here for me to be taking profit off of. Let's say we got an entry somewhere up here, and we're trying to just continue in the longs. There's nowhere for me to know when to sell, right? So I'm gonna base my trades off of tick numbers and off of risk to reward, right? Just trying to keep it above a 2-to-1, preferably up more to a 3-to-1. Right, so I'm kind of just waiting here. Kind of just waiting here to see what sets up. But as of right now, it is looking like a power of 3. But we're gonna have to push through some of these resistance levels here on NQ to see, just in case we might come back down and try to rebalance. Like I said, maybe some of this 4-hour. Maybe try to touch into this a little bit, but I don't know if we're gonna get that much retracement. We'll see. We'll see. It can be very difficult to trade these all-time highs. So I am coming into it with a cautious mindset. Understanding that price can be a little bit harder to predict when we're at these levels. When we're at these levels, it can be a little bit harder to predict. So my assumption is still long, right? My bias is still long. That's what I still expect until we really see the shorts, getting a true market structure shift, which would be like taking out these lows down here with displacement. That's when I would start thinking about, well, maybe I'll start looking at the shorts because we're getting a market structure shift. There's a lot of inefficiency in the market below, a lot of imbalance that needs to be filled. So, we might be able to catch those shorts. But unless that happens, I'm still thinking long. Still thinking long. Yeah, so I'm looking here at a 1 minute. We can see over here on ES, in the past few days, ES has kind of been the one leading the way. It's kind of been the stronger one that we have seen. Like NQ has kind of been following ES. So I'm going to keep my eye on ES a lot today to see, is it going to continue to follow? And if it does, or is it going to continue to lead? And if it does, I expect NQ to follow, right, to do the same thing. It's important too to keep an eye on the VIX. Right, so looking at the VIX right now, we saw a little bit of a pump in the past hour, but now we're kind of heading back down over there on the VIX. So, I expect these longs to continue here. So it's just about finding that right entry now. Maybe waiting for certain levels to be displaced, like this 5-minute bearish order block, right? Maybe we wait for this one to be displaced for us to hop into a trade. So this is that 5-minute bearish order block here. All right, maybe we wait to try to break above that order block and above VWAP just to get that confirmation that those longs are going to continue. We can see the same order block over here on ES, right, on the 5-minute that we are sitting in right now, that we've bounced off that equilibrium of. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now. Can we push through this bearish imbalance or this bearish order block? And if we can displace it and we can push above VWAP, then I'll really be looking for longs just to take to no man's land up top, right? Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. Not too complicated today. I mean, it can be, like I said, it can be a little bit harder to navigate in terms of taking profit. But we can also target, our all-time highs again over here at Asia high, right? Let's say we do break above and we form, we get an entry opportunity above this order block, let's say at this level, right? We can target our all-time highs and still get a pretty good risk to reward there, right? We can still target like 120 ticks, 100 ticks for our first TP, or even for a full TP, trying to take out our all-time highs and then maybe just hold some runners, if those longs are going to continue, and just continue to trail our stop as that happens. For now, we are seeing a strong bounce off that 5-minute bearish order block, so I'm just waiting for us to push through that until I really look to take anything, right? Because I'm not going to get in the longs until we do push through this strong order block and VWAP, because that's kind of what's holding us below right now, especially after seeing how strong of a drop we got from our news this morning. Our unemployment news, you can see that we got a pretty big drop from that. So I'm just kind of waiting to figure out, are we going to get that continuation from our inflation yesterday, our inflation news, where we saw lower numbers come out for inflation. So the market was very happy about that, and we saw that reaction. Or people going to be reacting to our unemployment, right, which we have seen take us down so far. 45 closed. That is a nice doji there, bouncing off our 45-minute order block down there. Hourly looks like it's forming a doji. We'll see here. Yeah, I mean the longs are looking good. What I would like, 15-minute looks nice. I just want to see us push through this 5-minute. Right, if we can push through this 5-minute, or come up and displace this 5-minute bullish order block we're forming, that would be ideal. But really got to wait for, got to wait for that confirmation today. Don't want to be caught in any kind of chop, especially after a move like yesterday, where we, moved up a lot. We moved up a lot of points yesterday. Sometimes we will see a little bit of a chop after that, after a major news event. So we got to kind of wait for us to get out of any choppy price action and wait for clear direction in the market and then capitalize on it. So we're trying to push through, right? It looks like we want to push through. ES is struggling over here. ES is really struggling over here. We're just still chopping. If we look at the 1-minute time frame on both NQ and ES, we've just seen a lot of chop, right? So I personally will not, take any trades until we're out of this chop, until we really can push through like this, right? If we can push through and try to close above here, that's when I'm looking for an entry. Sorry guys, excuse me for just a minute. I'll be right back. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that guys. My fire alarm was out of battery. It's making that noise that is just like one of the worst noises ever. Just that high screech beep every few seconds. So I hope a fire doesn't go off in my place right now because I took out the battery. Right? Yeah, that'll wake you up, that's for sure. Yeah, I was on the phone with Nancy. Alright, so our 5 minutes about to close. That's a strong close on the 5 minutes. So now here's what I'm looking for, guys. Here's what I'm looking for. Retracement. I know we're still in this bearish order block, but I'm expecting us to push through it right now. Now I'm waiting for a little bit of retracement, you know, maybe down to this 1 minute order block down here, or maybe wait for us to retrace back down to this 5 minute order block and look to catch the longs. That's my mindset right now. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for, right? And if it runs away on me, it runs away. I need to see my entry come into play first. I need to see my entry come into play before I take anything. All right, so here on the 1 minute, we are above VWAP, right? But I want to see us come back down, right, to a resistance level. We still haven't closed above yet, which is kind of keeping me from entering just yet as well. But I also want to see us come down into, you know, at least this 1 minute order block here and see a bounce from this level. You know, you could get an entry off of VWAP technically, but I need a little more confirmation than that. We can see that ES still hasn't even pushed through that 0.5 level yet of that bearish order block. Okay, so I'm going to continue to be patient. We can see we're bouncing off that 5 minute bearish fair value gap up here. So I mean, yeah, we're seeing that nice bounce. All right, still no entries that I'd want to take as of right now. Still waiting for the right entry. Still waiting for the right entry, right? We could even wait for this next 5 minute to close, right? And once we close above this order block, you know, that's the extra confirmation, right? The one thing that's kind of holding me back right now is seeing ES really failing to break through, right? ES is struggling at this equilibrium of the bearish order block here on the 5 minute. Right, we look like we're really trying to push through on NQ, but I'm just waiting for that entry. All right, maybe off this 1 minute order block we just formed. Exactly. Patience, patience, patience. Yeah, when we see ES pushing through, that's when we'll know NQ's gonna go. Right, and we'll still have good risk to reward. Right, even if we catch it, even if we catch our trade up here somewhere. Right, we will still have pretty good risk to reward catching it up. You know, if we're trying to catch it up to our all-time highs. Right, pretty solid still. Okay, we got about 1 minute left on this 5 minute candle. Just gonna continue to be patient. All right, I really want to see how this 5 minute closes here. All right, this is why I have not entered yet. This 5 minute is still closing inside of this bearish order block as of right now. All right, we've got to see what kind of reaction we get off this bullish order block down here, if that's going to be enough support to push us up. Okay, that's a pretty nice bounce there. It's a pretty nice bounce. Okay, that's a strong displacement of that 5 minute. I'm gonna look for an entry here. You guys are gonna hear. I'm testing out a Top Step X today, so you guys are gonna hear an order filled sound if I get in. All right, I'm looking for an entry.
Order filled.
All right, so I just got in half a lot there, half a lot entry in the longs. If you guys didn't hear, my entry is at 18,710. 18,710. I'm going to keep a stop just below, like 45, honestly just 45 ticks below this wick at 18,698.75. And I'll let you know if I do add into a full. Still waiting to add into a full. If we start bouncing again from this 1 minute order block here, I'll add into a full.
Order filled.
All right, I'm going to add into a full here. I added into a full there. My entry moved up a little bit to 11.25. Moved up kind of a lot. So I'll keep my stop down below this wick. Still going to keep it at 45 ticks. 18,700. And we'll see if we can get that follow through now. All right, if we can get a bounce. Obviously, ES has failed to push through as of right now. But I do like that NQ closed above this 5 minute bearish order block. Now I just want to see that follow through. We're just kind of struggling here to push through this bearish imbalance here. But again, I expect us to continue to the longs. So we'll see. We're going to have to get a nice bounce off VWAP and off this 1 minute order block. Right, that's the one we can see. The one thing about this trade is that ES is really failing to push through. So I'm still holding it right now. Only a 45 tick stop. We're getting kind of close to my stop here. Got it. We have to get a bounce from here. We got to get that bounce from here. We are struggling right now. We're struggling. I don't like how that 5-minute candle is looking right now. Don't like how that 5-minute candle is looking. Again, if we do come back down, I would expect us to try to bounce off this 5-minute bullish order block. The 15-minute still looks good, but we do have that 15-minute bearish order block up here that we got to push through. So we'll see what happens right now. See what happens. Not a good start so far. We'll see if NQ can pull through. It's just ES that's holding us down. ES is really holding us down right now. Yeah, we're struggling. We're struggling. There we go. It's a good push. That's a good push. All right, so I'm looking to hold this trade. I mean, obviously there's a few things we could do here. You could take first TP at our London high. You could take it up at this high. You could take it up at Asia high, or you could take first TP at a 1-to-1, right, which would be 45 ticks. Let's see. We didn't get any follow through on that push. I want to really see us get that follow through on this 5-minute. 5 minutes about to close here. Really want to see 5-minute displacement on this candle. We're just struggling here at this bearish fair value gap and order block. Struggling, struggling, struggling. Yeah, 5 minutes about to close. I don't like that we're not continuing up. We're still above VWAP, which is what I like, but we need to see us really start to pump from here. We're kind of just chopping ever since we got in. I'll honestly be looking to hold this trade, probably, because if we do pump from here, there's not too much stopping us once we get above. I think that we'll head up all the way to Asia high. So I would want to hold this trade all the way up to Asia high. We'll see if we keep chopping. We just can't. ES can't get through VWAP. Yeah, ES is really struggling at that equilibrium. Once ES breaks, we'll be good. If ES can break through, we'll be good. Just waiting for that to happen. Waiting for that to happen. Just kind of chilling right now around our break even. Waiting for that breakout. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, we're just we're just chilling. We're just chilling. We can see we are bouncing off these, the 15-minute order block, right? But we still got a few strong 15-minute candles to the upside. 5-minute, we still got, a few strong candles with displacement. But we can just see that struggle right here. And we can see ES is just holding us back. Really just waiting for ES to break. That's it. That's it. Obviously ES is just chopping as well. Okay, so 45 takes a risk for 110 ticks in profit, right? So we're looking at about almost a 2.5 risk to reward there, and then possibly higher, right? If we do end up coming up and taking out that high, we can, I'll think about honestly holding that trade for a little bit, but yeah, we might get stopped out here. Man, we keep getting very close to my stop loss. Very close. That one was within the tick there. That one was one tick away from stopping me out. This chop is crazy right now. I'm liking this 1 minute wick right now. We got to see some kind of follow through. Here's the one thing I'm worried about at this point is price coming down, sweeping our low, right? Grabbing these equal lows and then pumping, right? If that happens, then I'll be looking for a re-entry. If we do end up taking us out, right, I'll start looking for a re-entry. And
Order filled.
all right, so I just got stopped. Well, it didn't really fill me very good. Remember, I said I'm testing out Top Step X. That was not a very good fill on my stop loss. I've got some slippage there. Okay, but we just bounced off of that 5-minute order block. Let's see what happens here, right? If we grab that sell side and we start pumping, I'll still be looking for longs. I just got to see something here on ES. Got to see ES start to actually want to look like it's going long. So I'm out of my position, waiting for a re-entry. I would love to see a failure of displacement of these lows, grabbing liquidity, continuation to the upside. Just gotta wait. We're now back below VWAP, so I'm really gonna be patient here. I'm gonna be very patient here. Price is a little too choppy at the moment. Yeah, I mean, guys, if ES, obviously we're looking like we're trying to push through. If ES had broken or had started pushing through this just a little bit more, I would have all the conviction in the world in this trade. All right, I still do think longs are going to step in, but it's just about getting this entry. This is not giving me all the confidence in the world over here. Look at that 1 minute wick too. No bueno right now, no bueno. Look at that drop. Look at that drop. So now we got to see, are we going to respect this bullish order block, or are we going to just try to push right through it? ES is grabbing a little bit of sell side. I want to see it come down and grab a little bit more sell side here, and then see that power of 3 setup where we get that manipulation move down and then we pump. Okay, so now ES has cleared all these lows. Let's see if we start to see that pump. We've got to see it happen off of our support levels down here. Right, and if we do end up coming down and breaking this low, that's when I'll start thinking about shorting this. If we do end up breaking this low with displacement, that's when I'll start thinking about the shorts, but not until that happens. Not until that happens. Until then, I'm still long bias. Jeez. All right. ES is moving down pretty aggressively here. Pretty aggressive down here. Let's see if we displace these lows, if we're going to bounce. No displacement so far. We've got a few minutes left on the 5-minute candle. Really do want to see if this 5-minute comes down and displaces. If it does, that's when I'll be thinking about shorting this market. Right, I'll be changing my plan a little bit. So yeah, I mean these markets can be tough to navigate when we're at all-time highs, guys. Because my assumption is always that we're going to continue long, but sometimes we get moves like this. Okay, that's a nice move back up. That's a nice move back up. See if we can continue to push through. All right, I'm liking that move on ES as well. Just about our risk management now. We don't have the best risk management from getting an entry up here. Okay, I'm liking that movement. I'm starting to think about another entry in the longs here. Okay, I just got an entry. Seeing that wick on the 5-minute on ES is giving me that conviction here. So I got in half a lot there at 18,695.50. Okay, so my stop loss is not going to be at a great level. All right, I can't really keep it at the lows here. I have to really just expect that expansion move to happen now. All right, this is a more aggressive entry. I'm going to keep my stop down at 18,683. This is a more aggressive entry for me, guys. But I'm assuming that power of 3 here, right? I'm assuming that this is that manipulation. I mean, look at ES over here. That's that typical power of 3 setup. I want to see it come into play. I haven't added into a full yet. I'm still on half. Waiting for that continuation. Because we still, remember, this is more of an aggressive entry. Like I said, we got to still push through VWAP. But looking over here at ES and seeing how that 5-minute just closed gives me a lot of conviction in the longs here. I'm going to add into a full. So I just added into a full there. So my entry moved up to 69675. So I'll move my stop. Like I said, this isn't the best levels to have a stop loss because we're not able to keep it at the lows, right? So this is a lot riskier of a trade than I would typically take. So I'm gonna have my stop at let's see, 18,684.25.
Order filled.
Okay, what just happened to me? I don't know what just happened. It just filled my order. I didn't mean to. Just got me out of that position. Yeah, I mean, I've been having a little bit of trouble with Top Step X, guys, trying to test it out. That's weird. Don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, I would still, I'll go to a different account and look for an entry. Okay, so I'm not in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Top Step X here, guys. That's kind of frustrating. So yeah, obviously you heard it just stopped me out for some reason. Anyways, I would still be holding this position. Like I said, it was still an aggressive entry, but look at ES pushing through VWAP now. Look at ES. ES is really pushing through. I expect these longs to really step in. All right, so I mean, if you're still holding this, I would still be holding this position right now if it didn't stop me out. I still really like these longs. Look at ES pushing through now. Obviously, we have SMT, but this is what I wanted to see happen. Now I just got to see ES on this 5-minute candle close above. Right, so the SMT is, is that indicator that price could reverse, but right now I expect NQ to really just follow. I expect NQ to just follow here. Look at that follow through. Again, where was that entry we had? Where was our entry? Up here somewhere. So what I would be doing on this trade, right, if I was still in, is I would be looking to take, probably look to take my first TP at the break of this high up here, right, which depending on your entry is probably around, 80, 90 ticks or so. Or, maybe, I think we got an entry a little bit higher actually. So, maybe about 80 ticks here on that first TP, where now we're seeing ES pushing through the highs and Q struggling to push through. So yeah, this market is it's a little bit all over the place right now. Obviously, we have speakers today. We've had a lot of news coming out. So, we can see a little bit of, like JB said, it can be a little bit of a challenge in this market. But I like that 5 minutes still respecting this bullish order block. I love that ES is pushing through those highs, that power of 3 setup that I talked about. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now we just got to see NQ do the same thing. All right, like I said, I would still be holding this trade personally. Right, and I would be looking to hold it all the way up, back up to all-time highs, right? But I would be taking my TP when it's there. So like the break of this high would be a good TP. That's probably where I would take my first TP. Right, it's about 80 ticks. And then I would be looking to hold, maybe take another position off around London high or around, 100 ticks, and then looking to hold through, with the runner up to all the way up to Asia high. If we can get follow through on NQ, like a lot of divergence right now between ES and NQ, but ES looks very good to go back to all-time highs. I would expect NQ to do the same. We're just not really seeing that happen yet. Yeah, the divergence is a little whack. Now this is what I wanted to see, and now we're just seeing an NQ really struggling at VWAP. Right, and the reason I said this is more of a risky trade, guys, is because we wouldn't be able to have our stop loss beneath these lows, which is what I would ideally want to have, right, is a better stop. We kind of have it in between. It's not the best stop loss level, which is why it was riskier, and since we had not made it through VWAP yet, right, so far this move isn't looking amazing. We're just kind of chopping. I still have conviction in it. I still have conviction in the trade. I still really believe that these longs can step in. So we'll see what happens here. We will see what happens. We're getting very close. Like or NQ is just really struggling at VWAP, and it keeps trying to push through, not getting that follow through. Chop, chop, chop. Let's see if we can get out of that chop. See if we can get out of that chop. No, I'm not back in right now. I'm not back in. Yeah, exactly. Once that's the thing. Right when it breaks through VWAP, it's gonna go. Like it'll go. Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't realize that. It's almost there. It's almost breaking through. Struggling. I mean, look at that pure power of 3 on ES though. It's exactly what we talked about happening. Exactly what we talked about happening, right? That accumulation, manipulation move down, and then the pump. And we're seeing it on ES, we're just not seeing it on NQ yet. Look at that. That 5 minute was beautiful. That 5 minute on ES is beautiful. Look, ES is still going. NQ's got to break out. It's got to break out here. There it goes. There it goes. Let's see. Remember, like I said, guys, there's multiple options for taking profit. I personally would hold until we broke this high, until we break this high, right? To take profit, that's what I would do. Which is, about 80 ticks. You could also just take it at a 1-to-1 if you want to take it at like 50 ticks. But preferably, I always like to hold it up to those highs, get a little more reward on my trades than just a 1-to-1. But it just depends. If we're chopping, sometimes you do want to just take it at a 1-to-1 and just secure that profit. Right? It's all about understanding the market conditions. These conditions right now on NQ are not the best. But once we do break, I expect us to go back to all-time highs. It's trying. It's trying. Here we go. There we go. It's going. It's going. Alright, like I said, I'd be looking to take profit up here somewhere. You could take profit now if you want. It's above a 1-to-1. Right? Just hit 64 ticks. You could hold up to the break of this high for your first TP. At this point, you can move. Yeah, there we go. That first TP is about to hit. You can move your stop to break even if you want either way. You can make this a risk-free trade here. You can make this a risk-free trade if you want. It's almost up. It's almost up to that high. ES is getting closer to those all-time highs again. Yeah, I mean this could be a risk-free trade. It's already hit over a 1-to-1, right? So you don't necessarily have to wait for it to break this high. You could already take that first TP. That's up to you. That is up to you. Right, but I mean, I still have conviction that this trade is gonna still try to pump here. All right, there's that first TP. There's that first TP. All right, so you can take that first TP if you'd like, to about 80 ticks. Move that stop to break even. And then you could continue to try to hold these all-time highs. You could get out completely and just scalp it. On Top Step X, you can sell one position. You have to go. Well, there's a few things. You can set a limit order, right? You can set a limit order with one sell limit, or you could go over to the DOM, right on the side, where you see all those orders, and you can click the amount to buy or sell. Okay, so I mean I would expect this one to keep going. Obviously, play it as you want. You could either scale out completely over 80 ticks, or you could keep holding to those all-time highs and possibly hold this one for a while. See what happens. But so far, winning trade either way, guys. So far, it's a winning trade either way. All right, so you should probably have those profits. If you took a loss on that first trade, at this point, you should be pretty at least back in profit or around break even. Right, and then if this one keeps running, you should 100% be in the profit. There we go, Shosky. Let's go. It's just slowly moving up, slowly moving up. Look at that displacement on the 5-minute though. Look how we displaced that 5-minute order block right here. Displace these highs. We could see some retracement, especially if we form a 5-minute fair value gap overlapping this order block. Right, if that happens, I expect this to continue up either way. We're seeing very strong displacement. I do think NQ is going back to those all-time highs. Hey, there we go. Account pass, sick. Let's see if this one can keep running. If you have 100K count, is 4,500 drawdown with 3 micros. How many ticks I need to use for stop? Well, that just depends. That just depends on how many trades you want to take, right? How many consecutive trades would you want to take before blowing that account, right? If you were to take, let's say you were to take every trade was a losing trade, and you're trading 3 micros. If you see 4,500 divided by $1.50, that would be 3,000 ticks. Or did I do that math correctly? Yeah, 4,500 divided by $1.50. Yeah, 3,000. Right, so it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to only scale in with 3 micros, you could take a little bit wider of stop losses. Yeah, Top Step X, we're gonna have a problem. Your stop loss and profit shown in contracts instead of USD. Anybody know how to fix it? On what? On Top Step X? I'm still figuring out Top Step X right now. I just started using it, so let's see. If you go to prof, does anybody know? The settings on the left-hand side. Yeah. Yeah. I'll talk a little bit about what we talked about yesterday for the book club. I'll go over a little summary. I mean, this one really could keep running here. This one could keep running. So far, this trade has hit over 100 ticks now, 102 ticks. Like I said, we do see retracement, right? We'd want to see us bounce off that 5 minute here, 5 minute fair value gap, 5 minute order block. Right, that could be another entry. Risk management wouldn't be as good on that one. All right, but you could keep your stop beneath VWAP. At this point, I wouldn't be getting a re-entry up top over here. I would be waiting for that, waiting for that retracement if I was going to get in. Boom, boom. Yeah, but another winning trade, guys. Another winning trade for you guys. I love it. I love it. Let's keep this momentum going. I mean, Monday and Tuesday we're a little bit rougher, but guys, we don't let those days get to us, right? We don't let those days get to us. No, we've had a few more. We've had just on our market open sessions, I think we've had 3 or 4 losing days, 3 or 4. But we're on week 4 right now. We're almost done with week 4. So look how this 5 minute closed. Right, we've got that order block here, fair value gap below. Right, could be another entry opportunity down here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so that's kind of something I would be looking for. The issue here, let's see what our risk management would look like. Let's say I did get an entry up here, right, off of that fair value gap. That's not bad. That's still pretty decent risk reward. Keeping my stop just below. You have like a 30, 35 tick stop. That could be a decent re-entry. We will see. We will see. Are most people still holding this trade? Are most people out of it? What are you guys doing at this point? Still holding. Nice. All right. There we go. There we go. People, I love it. I love it. Letting your trades run here. Letting your trades run. All right, I mean, I don't see too much stopping us here. I don't really see too much stopping us. Especially, you could have your stop into profit at this point. At least I hope everybody has at least taken some profit. Maybe some people are just want to hold their full position. That's up to you. right? But at this point, hitting over 100 ticks, I would hope you would have taken some profit, right? 104, 105 ticks on this one. All right, so that's that re-entry I would be looking for if I saw a bounce off this 5 minute here. Yeah, it's a nice bounce right now. We'll see what happens. I don't want to rush into a trade if we're going to try to push down back to VWAP. I typically wait for a bounce off of the fair value gap. I don't really get an entry until I see us reacting off of it pretty nice. All right, we got like 1 more minute left on this 5 minute candle. That is a pretty nice bounce so far. It's a pretty nice bounce so far. Let's see. I'm looking for an entry here. I'm looking for an entry. We'll see. All right, not loving the 1 minute. I like the 1 minute bounce on that candle. Just got to see some nice reaction. Got to see a nice reaction here. $15 minutes coming back into that 15-minute order block. We're too aggressive back down for me to get an entry just yet, but if we start to bounce, that's when I would start looking for an entry. All right. I just got an entry in half a lot there. Just got an entry in half a lot. 18.7, 14.50 off that reaction off the 5 minute. So now I'm going to give it a chance. I'll keep my stop. I mean, just literally at 35 ticks, just below that level, down at like 18.705, 75. Pretty small stop loss. Not a lot of risk here. So we'll see if we continue to get that bounce off the 5 minute. We'll be good. It's looking like we're getting that bounce right now. I haven't added into a full. I have not added into a full yet, and if I don't get to add into it, that's fine. That's a pretty good bounce from our entry there. We'll see if we can get that follow through at this point. All right, I need to see that this next 5 minute candle come up and displace, turning this into another 5 minute bullish order block. All right, but yeah, I mean, I'm just risking 35 ticks with half a lot here. And I would be looking to hold this all the way up to our all-time highs. I may be looking to scale out a little bit up here at London high, around 70 ticks. We'll see. We got to get that follow through here. Got to see ES lead, heading up as well. ES is almost back at the Asia high all-time highs there. Just got to see some strong displacement to the upside. Strong displacement to the upside here. The 1 hour is looking crazy. Oh yeah, that 1 hour looks nice. 1 hour looks nice. There we go. I mean, it's a nice pump so far. About 32 ticks so far. Just waiting for that follow through. Waiting to take profit up here, probably at London High. About 70 ticks. We'll see. We're not seeing that follow through. Just want to see this 5-minute come up and displace this 5-minute order block, or turn this into a bullish order block. Once that happens, I'll have a lot of conviction in this trade. That was a pretty perfect bounce from that 5-minute. Touching off that 5-minute bullish order block, 5-minute bullish fair value gap. Now we just got to see that follow through. See displacement. We're not seeing displacement just yet. Not loving that 5-minute on ES. Not loving that reaction at this point. We have generated buy side liquidity up here at all these equal highs though. We'll just see how far NQ wants to retrace. Yeah, it's a strong fight right now. Strong fight. We'll see. We'll see if I can catch this nice reward here. The 5 minutes not going to close how I wanted it to. At least it's not so far. I don't like these wicks. Don't love the wicks on the 5-minute right now. Got to see us bounce back off that 5-minute imbalance. A little too much momentum to the downside. We'll see. I'm still going to hold this one. Like I said, I'm only risking 35 ticks here. 35 ticks for about 100 tick reward. Let's check out that 4 hour. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean those are nice. Those are nice wicks. Wanted to see us touch. I thought we were going to touch down at least a little bit into this 4 hour imbalance. We didn't even do that. The 1 hour looks good. 30-minute looks good. 15-minute looks good. Now I'm just waiting for that 5-minute to go up there and displace. Back to chopping. Back to chopping here. Yeah, I'm still in half. I don't know if I'll add into a full. I don't know if I'll add into a full here just because of we saw how much struggle we got yesterday when we were reaching all-time highs. So I'll just keep my half position, which I can still sell partials with my half. Or sell one partial. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Shosky. Come on, pump us through. ES is looking nice on the 5-minute. Like if we can displace this 5-minute, these highs up here, we'll be chilling. We'll be chilling. Can we do it? Can we do it? You guys still all holding your original entries? Nice, nice. Okay, so what's our OG? What's the OG entry at right now? That OG's just hit 108 ticks. There we go. There we go. Just want to see this 5-minute displacement. Once that happens, I think we're golden. Pumping, we're pumping. There we go, there we go. Keep going. Keep going. Man, don't want to see this. Want to see us continue. Get that continuation. Displace. Get 5-minute displacement here. Don't reverse on me, NQ. Don't reverse on me. Don't reverse on me. Go displace. Wow, ES almost took out the high already. ES almost got there. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do at this point. Let's see how many ticks I've hit. We hit 50. I'm going to still hold my stop where it's at for now. There we go. Come on. Nice 5-minute close. We got that displacement move. Now we might expect a little bit of retracement into this order block, but I expect us to keep pumping. I expect us to keep pumping here. I have one limit order, you know, for a partial here. About 69 ticks at this level at London High. And then I'll keep holding up to our all-time highs after that. ES just hit all-time highs. ES just hit all-time highs there. From our original entry that just hit 122 ticks, right? So you guys don't have to keep holding. You could obviously get out at 122 ticks. It depends what you want to do. Yeah, ES just hit those all-time highs. Now let's see NQ do the same. I want to see NQ do the same. Alright, use this 5-minute order block as some support. Push us through to those highs. $15-minute looks great. All of our time frames look amazing for these longs. I've got all the conviction in this trade right now. So honestly, at this point, what I'll do, I'll probably just move my stop to break even. I'm just going to make this a risk-free trade. I'm making a risk-free trade. My stop's just going to go to break even. So I'm just waiting for us to come hit this level, take out my partial, and leave one runner. And honestly, again, I might just leave my runner in for the whole day. If we can push through these highs, if we can push through, I'll probably just leave my runner in all day. Like, I was thinking about doing that yesterday and I didn't end up doing it, and then we ended up hitting like 1,000 ticks for my original entry. Right, not talking about FOMO, but just saying, like, sometimes it is good to leave a runner and just let it go. Let it go. It hurts. It hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit. All right, we're almost at my first TP level. Remember, about 69 ticks for me is my first TP. We're about to hit it here. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right, first TP for me just got hit. So I'll just leave a runner, stop at break even. Well, I love trading with you guys. I love trading with you guys. Yeah, I mean, beautiful trade. Your guys' entry, if you got the same one as my original one, is at 147 ticks. So at this point, I'm just going to let this one run. I'm just going to let it run. I don't even, like, if I get stopped at break even, I get stopped at break even. I'm down to let this partial run, because if we get another rally like yesterday, all-time highs, I'm down. I'm down to just let it go. I'm down to let it go. Remember, we don't have, yeah, I'm not going to ask you guys today. I'm making my own decision today. I am going to, yeah, remember, there's nothing up here stopping us, right? We have no resistance levels. We've got nothing up top. So what I'll do is, if we see another pump through all-time highs, you know, I'll move my stop into profit, and then I'll just let it keep going. I'll just let it keep going. See how many ticks I can catch. All right, but we can see right after we take out London High again, we see us start to drop, get a little retracement. I won't tell him. I won't tell him. So yeah, pretty nice trade today. I mean, guys, this is what I always preach, right? Just being patient, waiting for the right setup. And if your setup doesn't happen, you don't take it. And when it does happen, look at the potential of these trades that we take, right? Look at the potential. So I got my re-entry based off that 5-minute. Look at how we formed. Oh yeah, look at that pump. We're almost at all-time highs on NQ. Yes, we formed this fair value gap with an order block below. We trade into that fair value gap, bounce off that order block, and I got an entry off that bounce. And yeah, that continuation. Oops. So how many ticks did you guys just hit? 163. Let's go. Anybody still holding? It's just like that. It's that psychological level of holding to all-time highs, right? It's just that psychological thing where I'm like, I just want to hold through all-time highs. I just want to get there. Right? But you obviously do not have to do that. You could take your profit and run. It's just a psychological thing. Yeah, we're almost there. ES is already hit. Let's go, Jose. 350K accounts, that's big time. Let's go. Pump us through in Q. We are very close. We are very close. Got you, Jimbo. Take it easy. Take it easy, man. Keep going. We're almost there. You can do it. You can do it. Nice. 20 PA counts. Killing it. Love that risk management. Beautiful. Beautiful. Man, it's really struggling at London High here. Which is why I took my first TP at London High, guys, right? That's why I took first TP here, just in case. Look how we have taken it out and wicked right back down. So we haven't displaced that London High. We have on ES. ES has fully displaced it. We haven't displaced Asia High on ES. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of that move back down. Like I said, I'm going to keep holding this for now with my stop at break even. If we pump through Asia High, I'll just move my stop probably up to these lows. I'm going to just hold it for a while, and I'll keep checking back in on it to kind of see what's happening. But if we do want to come up and displace these highs, you know, on our 1 hour time frame, if we want to displace our Asia High on a 1 hour time frame, then I'm just going to let this one run. Look at that 1 hour candle. Just beautiful. Beautiful structure there. We love it. 15-minute needs to get through as well. Come on, come on. Pump. Sometimes I really believe that if I talk to the market, that it's actually going to listen to me. Some Bob Marley. Okay, alright, your wish is my command. Or I mean, yeah, right? That's how you say that. Boom! Oh, we didn't even need to play it. Alright, you guys can take that full TP. We hit Asia High and we're seeing that reversal. I haven't taken anything out, but we did hit that all-time high. And look at that instant reaction back down after taking it. Here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. About a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Come on, guys. Mr. Bob Marley takes us. He takes us up. It's gonna be alright. Gracias, Greenbot. Bot de verde. I don't know how to say bot in Spanish. Yeah, if you guys want to take that full TP, you could take it. I mean, I'm just gonna keep holding this for now. I want to see how this hourly closes. About a thing. Is every little thing is gonna be alright. We are a part of history right now. Isn't that pretty cool? It's pretty cool to think about. I'm literally grooving side to side right now. No, it exited you out. See, that's frustrating. Everything's gonna be alright, Alex. God's got a plan, right? God's got a plan for all of us. At least that's what I believe. It all happens for a reason. Okay, we're almost getting that displacement on the 1 hour here. Do, 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 do. So far, your guys' entry has hit 179 ticks. There we go. My trade has now hit 110 ticks on that re-entry. Oh yeah, come on. Come on, 120 ticks. I just want to see this hourly displace, guys. If this hourly displaces, I'll keep holding it. If this hourly displaces, I'll keep holding it. If not, maybe I'll just get out. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Alright, my entry has now hit 137 ticks. I'm going to move my stop now. I'm going to move it into profit up to like 18,727. I'm going to move my stop up to here for now. Look at that hourly candle, guys. Gotta love it. Fighting for survival. Okay. Your guys' entry has now hit 213 ticks. 213 ticks. My entry has hit 141 ticks. From Africa, brought to America. Yeah, three little birds took us all the way. Oh yeah. Alright, so you guys can obviously close out at any time. You don't have to keep holding this, but look at that 1 hour displacement we just got. I'm going to keep holding it personally. I mean, like, for me, I don't see a reason to sell right now. I'm going to keep holding this. Let me pause the music real quick. Okay, so I moved my stop loss up and to profit a little bit up to here, 827. I'm thinking about moving it up a little bit more now. I'll move it up to below this 1 minute order block to 735. So I'm going to move my stop to 735 and then I'm just going to let this one keep running. Because, yeah, like I said, there's no resistance. 165 ticks for me. 237 ticks for you guys. Remember, if you guys want to take profit, just take profit. You don't need to keep holding this. My stop is now into profit at 735, 18,735. Let's see here, stop loss. So it's well into profit now. It's well into profit. But yeah, that 1 hour displacement. Look at this. ES is going crazy as well. Look at that displacement candle on ES. Beautiful displacement. Yeah, ES has really been kind of leading the way the past this whole week, really. But yeah, I mean, you guys are over 230 ticks. I'm over 160 ticks for my re-entry. Right, but this is one of those where there's no resistance, and my stop's well into profit. I'm not gonna really sell. I probably won't sell at any level until, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna feel this one out. Just kind of see how the market's moving. See how the market's moving. The hard thing about a re-entry, you know, you could look for re-entries like off of 15 or 5 minute fair value gaps or order blocks that form. So far we don't have much. You know, we got one here that's trying to form. You could look for 50% retracement on the, you know, on one of these ranges. Or if you want to be very aggressive, you could look for these 1 minute fair value gaps and order blocks that form like this, right? Those are some good re-entries. Pretty solid re-entries. Dun, 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 dun. How about any Led Zeppelin fans in here? I could play their most basic song ever, but it's just so beautiful. Nope, not that one. That's not Led Zeppelin. You're not Led Zeppelin. Yep. I love this song, guys. I don't care if it's their most popular song. Whew, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going. This song will bring a tear to my eye. How'd you know, Sea Breezy? How'd you know? Indeed I am. Do, 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 da, da, da. Wow, I'm at 176 ticks here. Oh, your entry, guys, is almost at 250 ticks. 1 tick away. You a Sagittarius as well? Hey, there we go. Yeah, my birthday is December 4th. And she's mine, a stairway to heaven. Alright, I want you guys to tell me what your favorite Led Zeppelin song is. And then I'll tell you what mine is. For you Zeppelin fans out there. Yes, Stairway to Heaven is... It's just such a beautiful song. Any other of my Zeppelin fans out there? What are your guys' favorite songs? Isn't that Smell by Lynyrd Skynyrd? I love that song, personally. Yeah, I grew up to this as well. In terms of re-entry, guys, you know, like, you could take it off of these 1 minute order block like this one right here if we start to bounce. You could wait for us to retrace a little bit. It's hard to get entries when we're up on this, when we're at all-time highs. You just got to keep your risk really tight. But yeah, you could get entries off these 1 minute order blocks, fair value gaps that form. No, but that Smell is one of my favorite songs actually of all time. I love Lynyrd Skynyrd as well. Yeah, they're so good. Rest in peace. Dang, that's still really awesome. That's still awesome to be able to see them live, even if it isn't all of the members. I got to see, I used to work valet when I lived out back in Phoenix. And I worked at like at an arena. They had a lot of concerts there, so I would just sneak in and watch concerts. I got to see Journey play, but there was like no members from the original band, or like maybe one. Them and Toto. Oh, the Allman Brothers. Oh my gosh, that's like, I love them. If you guys can't tell, I love classic rock. Ooh, Elton John. Alright guys, we're still pumping. If you guys did get that re-entry right off that 1 minute order block, not too bad. So I mean, at this point guys, I'm just kind of vibing out and just chilling. I'm going to keep holding this one for a while until, you know, every time we kind of get a bigger pump, I'll just move my stop loss up a little bit. But if you guys don't want to hang around, that's cool. I'm just kind of chilling with you guys. Oh, Tool. That's sick. Oh, you saw Heart? Dang. Now that would be cool. Yeah, I have Dreamboat Annie on vinyl. Foreigner, Journey, AC/DC. Dang, that's sick. Man in a Box. Dude, you know... that's a good one. Just so many good songs. You know what I think my favorite Alice in Chains song is? And it's probably like one of their more depressing ones. Is Nutshell. There we go, deep. Good stuff. Yeah, Nutshell is my favorite Alice in Chains song. It's crazy how long songs used to be. Jane's Addiction. I never really got into Jane's Addiction. And she's buying us the way to heaven. What a beautiful song. My favorite Led Zeppelin song is Tangerine. That song that I just played was Stairway to Heaven. Oh, 311. Dang. I'm jealous. You've seen like a bunch of bands I want to see. Yeah, Tangerine is my favorite, one of my favorite songs of all time, but definitely my favorite Led Zeppelin song. So guys, yeah, I'm still holding my stop right now where it is. And, you know, we could, at any point, we could come down and stop me out. But I'm cool with just letting this one go, you know. Yeah, going to California is, oh, it's beautiful. I love the guitar riff on that song. Pink Floyd's another one. There's so many bands that I want to see. There's times I really wish I could have. There's times I wish I could have grown up in the 70s and 80s just to see those bands when they were young, when they were in their prime. Dave Matthews. Prince. Prince might be. I think Prince is like maybe top five, probably top five guitarist of all time. I almost got to work with someone from Korn. I think it's, I forget his name. I forget if it's their guitar player or bass player. I almost got to do some social media stuff for him. Oh, wow. I just got stopped, guys. Yeah, I think it was Brian. I just got stopped. All right. Still a great trade there. That was fun. That was fun while it lasted. Yeah, Victor, Revolution's one of my favorites as well. That was fun while it lasted. I'm out. I'm out. I mean, at the top, guys, 184 ticks for me. For you guys, 256 ticks. Pretty beautiful there. Pretty awesome day. Pretty awesome day. Yeah, this group has a great taste in music. Pretty cool. Yeah, guys, we gotta start talking more on that music and on the music tab. Start sending me some stuff. I'll start sending some of my, maybe I'll send some of my playlists under that music tab, under our music talk. Yeah, I'm starting to I'm just on the starting point of collecting vinyls. So I haven't really got much, but I'm trying to get a lot of vinyls. America, yes. Mr. George. Mr. George. Okay, we're really dropping now. We are really dropping now. All right, and this is what you can't predict, guys. We have no way of predicting when price is going to drop here. Right, no way of predicting when price is going to drop at this point. So that's why I was cool with just letting it go. Just letting it ride. Ooh, Dire Straits. Megadeth. Yeah, man, we got some good taste in music here. I think Dire Straits is one of the more underrated bands. They've got some good songs. The intro of Money for Nothing is crazy. Sultans of Swing is also... Oh, you did not just say Five Finger Death Punch. There, I love Five Finger Death Punch. I was just listening to them yesterday, actually. Money for Nothing is just like... Here, I'm actually going to play that. If for you guys that want to stick around, I'm down to hang out, listen to some music, and just kick it. If you guys want to hang out. If not, I understand. This is Money for Nothing by the Dire Straits. This intro is, for me, I love the intro of the song. I'm not sure what restrictions Apex has in terms of international. I know that I traded an Apex account when I was in Colombia. I didn't have a problem with it. I don't know. But I also didn't sign up for it in Colombia, so... I'm not really looking for a reentry right now. Signed up in Egypt. Isn't that the coolest thing about trading, guys? It's like, oh yeah, I traded when I was in Egypt. I traded when I was in Colombia. or for those of you that aren't from the U.S., if you do travel to the U.S., I traded while I was in the U.S. Super cool to be able to do that. Ooh, going to Dubai. That's definitely a bucket list place for me to go check out Dubai. I mean, pretty much like every country is a bucket list for me, except for a few that, for obvious reasons, I probably wouldn't travel to. Oh, I love this. Yeah, don't let this music make you full port, guys. I know it's kind of hype. Oh, you guys want to know what my walk-up song for baseball in high school was? I'm gonna play it. Sorry for cutting this song off early. This was my walk-up song in high school when I played baseball. Oh, Sister Golden Hair is also a classic. That's also another one of my top favorite songs. No, I'm a righty. I played shortstop. I played middle infield. And a little bit of pitcher. No, John's a righty too. You might be tripping. I wish I hit lefty. That would have been nice. I was raised on a lot of different kinds of music. I have always been very interested in different genres. I listen to almost every genre of music. Yeah, so that was my walk-up song when I was in high school. Loved that one. Loved that one. I'm also very into. Yeah, I like Daft Punk. I've never really done a deep dive. My girlfriend really likes Daft Punk, so I listen to them when I'm with her. I'm a really big fan of folk music, whether that's like classic folk from like rock or even modern day folk. I really like. Like I'm a big fan of the Lumineers. That's more modern folk. I got to see them in concert. I got to sneak into a concert in Arizona to watch the Lumineers play. That was also when I was working that valet job. Don't snitch on me. Yeah, Lumineers are a big one for me. I know they've become a lot more mainstream, but I don't even care. I don't care about mainstream. Like people say mainstream is like why they don't listen to certain artists. Like, oh, they're too mainstream. Well, I mean, it just depends. If they have good music, then that's why they're mainstream now because they're so good. Yeah, Ho Hey. Yeah, that's a good song. You play guitar and sing? Nice. I play the piano. I've messed around with some singing, but I'm not a great singer. But I do love to play the piano. And I'm actually learning guitar right now as well. I'm trying to teach myself through YouTube videos. I also play the ukulele. Taught myself how to play that. Oh, there you go. I mean, that's a good way to learn there. You just shorted on 18747. Okay, let's see. 18747. 18747. Okay. So you entered all the way up here. Dang, all right. So you already caught almost 100 ticks. You got scared and sold at 7. At what level? 724. Hey, that's great. Yeah, we're still gonna do prop firm session today. All right, guys. Well, I'll probably end this session here. I gotta go run a few errands before our educational session. We've got like an hour until our educational, so I'm gonna go take care of a few errands, and then I'll be back at 9:30 Pacific for our educational, and then we'll end the day with our prop firm session at 10:30. All right, this has been a really fun session. Great win today. Yeah, we should start a band. Yeah, guys. Well, I appreciate you all. I will see you. Hopefully, I'll see most of you back for our educational. Ooh, bass. Bass is another cool instrument. Bass makes all the difference. All right, guys. God bless everybody. I'll see you in about an hour. All right. Thank you, guys. Peace.